Hi everybody, Jackson here. Welcome back to the Daily Endeavours for the 11th of March. I know this one's going to be late, sorry about that. I always get home late on Tuesdays because of trade school, so yeah, nothing I can do. So 10 seals, as always, timestamps in the description if you want to skip through any of this stuff for one that you're stuck on. We've got killing foes with class abilities, we've got killing wild or domestic animals, completing a duel, recharging weapon enchantments, like Deja Vu, and completing a Consumables Master Writ. So it's a pretty good set. Got quick options that are expensive, and you've just got easier options that are just a bit slower. So I'll just go through a duel real quick and some weapon enchantments. These two here you can do very quickly. So weapon enchantments, what I suggest you do is you just get your weapon, right click. I assume most people know how this stuff works. Right click, charge. It will look a little bit different on console. You have to go to your inventory and select your weapon, and there's just like a button you press to open up like a menu to go through all the options. Yeah, it's just right click, charge, and then you use the soul gem. Now, what I would do, if you've only got one weapon and you've already charged it, you can either just run up and attack something randomly, it'll use up a piece of charge, and then you can just do it again. Or you can, when you do one of the other endeavors, like wild or domestic animals, killing foes class abilities, or completing a duel, any of these three here will cost you, like, will use up a Alright, cool. Any of these here will use up a charge of your enchant, so you can just charge your weapon afterwards when you've done all the endeavors and do it that way. But yeah, I assume most people know that stuff, so I'm not really going to go through that one too much. Soul gems, you get them from bloody everywhere. Basically anything that's a boss will drop a soul gem. You can also buy them. You can buy empty ones, you can fill them, you can do all sorts of things. But yeah, it is very straightforward, this one. I imagine most people know how that one works. Right, so just completing a duel. All you do is go up to people, hold the interact button. So at the top left here, that's the invite to duel. And there's only a few like very basic things you need to understand about duels. So forfeited duel, the only way to forfeit one is to run out of the area of a duel and like basically get too far away from the flag, and it causes you to lose the duel. That will still work for the other player, but it won't work for you. So I just advise either just killing one person, either you kill them or they kill you. It's just the quickest way to do it. So yeah, these two are very easy to do. I would definitely, if you've got a mate, just do that, get it out of the way. But yeah, you don't really need to do this one. Like, you don't worry, you don't have to rely on people for this, but you can do that one super quick if you want to. Alright, so Consumables Master Writ, this one's quick, but this is the expensive option. So my advice for doing Master Writs is, there's only two options here for Consumables. Once again, I have no fucking idea why enchanting Master Writs count as durables, even though you consume them to put them on armor. It's never made sense to me, but yeah, that's just the way they are, unfortunately. Yeah. Right, so there's two things you can get. You can get provisioning, and you can get alch. So you could either just type pro for all the provisioning ones, or you could type alch for all the alchemy ones. So just look through guild stores, find one, or use one if you got it yourself. You get these from doing writs. So alchemy writs or provisioning writs, you always get, you have a chance to get a sealed alchemy or provisioning writ. It's quite rare to get these things, but if you do it enough, you'll probably just stack up these things and it'll start taking up your inventory. So TLDR, alchemy writs are generally more expensive, but you don't need recipes to craft these. So all these options here, you can craft them regardless of, you just need to have level 50 in alchemy. That's the only thing. Whereas with provisioning, although the options are generally cheaper, in this case it's not, because it's fucking Sigil Ambrosia or Zoga. But you'll go down here and you'll get like ones, for example, Lusty, Argonian Maid, Mazti, or Longfid Pasty, the classic food, that one. So you'll be able to find some of these for relatively cheap, but you need to know the recipe for these ones, so it's a bit of a pain in the ass sometimes getting these. But if you got the recipe, these are definitely more beneficial, I think, to do. Because as you can see, some of the alchemy ones are a lot more expensive, and the thing is, these alchemy options here, I guarantee, require like Columbine or some other really expensive alchemy reagent. But if you want to get one of these done super duper fast, because all you do is you buy it, you get it from your mail, you accept it as a quest, you go to the cooking station or the alchemy station, you do it, and then you run out here, and the guy to give the thing to is this guy here. So yeah, all you have to do is just head it into this guy, and you get a bunch of vouchers. So it's quick to do, but it will just cost you some resources. Sometimes it'll cost you some a lot of gold, really. So yeah, I don't usually recommend doing that one too much myself. But yeah, if you've got loads of gold and you just want to get endeavors done super fast, you can do it. You can do that. But yeah, just keep in mind, it's only provisioning and alchemy. I still don't understand why they don't just fucking add enchanting and make that one easier. Okay, wild or domestic animals. This one, there's a couple of places that I think are worth using. Beaches in Vocal Guard. This one's going to be kind of weird. It won't always be practical because there's only a few options, and if someone else comes through and kills them all, then you're kind of screwed. But these rats here, these rats count as a wild or domestic animal. And if you run through Vocal Guard, as long as you've got your eyes peeled, you'll be able to see some of these rats around the place. You just got to know where you're looking. If you attack one near a NPC, it shouldn't aggro them. It shouldn't. Yeah, I think someone's come through and actually killed them all. Places. Oh yeah, here we go. So another rat here, another one there. So if you run around a little bit here for a few minutes, you'll probably find some rats to kill. And yeah, they're all these wild or domestic animals that you got to kill. They have 1 HP, so you can just be like a level 3. No gear at all, and you can just kill these things in one hit. Now, the best option, I think, is Monkey's Rest over here. It's just northwest of Vocal Guard, so it's easy to get to as well. You just need this way shrine. And what you want to do is just go north. You got this house here. And as you can see, lots of people here returning to Monkey. So you've got all these monkeys here, all these monkeys. Monkeys. So yeah, you just need to kill 5 of these. So there's a lot of options here. Yeah, so you can see other people have the same idea. The only issue with this is because they only have 1 health, they take 1 hit, so you can't like share wild or domestic animals. But yeah, that one's also very, very quick to do. Now there's one more area I do suggest. Actually, I'll go through 2. So another one in Kanathi's Roost is to the south of Mistral. Take the bridge down south here or southwest. Either way works. Oh, I missed that. I was hoping I'd get a speed boost. So up here you've got sheep. These also count. As you can see, 3 out of 5. So you can also kill sheep as well. What's it over there? Oh, did they? Oh, they changed it? Interesting. I swear it was never that free to move around. So yeah, lots of sheep here you can kill as well. I don't know if these count as giving you a bounty if there's an NPC. There's no NPCs around here. But, oh yeah, never mind. There's another big group here. But do you get a bounty from killing these ones? That's what I... Yeah, okay, there you go. So this guy here will get angry... Oh, this lady here will get angry if you kill them though. So just keep that in mind. But these ones over here, I think you're fine to do it. So if you want to know easily how to get to Mistral or to Kanathi's Roost, we ran past the boats when you get there. So it's Sugar Claws right here. It's a Khajiit lady. She'll just be at these docks. And it's just, you can travel here for free, so easy to get to. I gotta be careful here because the guards will get angry at me. Wow, okay, cool. Alright, so last option in Alikir Desert. In this oasis here, just near Mirkwasa Dolmen? Fucking hell. Alright, so you've got, this is Goat's Head Oasis, and surprising absolutely everyone, there's goats here. So you can kill the goats too for killing wild or domestic animals. Getting here is a little bit of a trek. You need to go to a place like Lanumbra, find the boat train in the docks here, Azufa, and get her to take you to Alikir Desert, and then it's just a little bit of trek south. So it's just a bit of a run. That's all. Relatively easy to get to. And there's lots of mountain goats here. There's lots of those monkeys at that one area, and there's lots of sheep. So just go out there and kill them to your heart's content. Now it is weird, right? It says wild animals, but like most things that you would think count don't. It's very bizarre. They just, I don't know why they didn't just say like critters, because that's kind of how they feel to me. Like small things that get killed instantly, and they're like critters. I don't know. It's definitely a weird endeavor, that one. Alright, so the last option here, I'll link in the description my setup guide. I should have done it before, but Wayrest was one. I will link how to easily get here just using the boat exchange. It's the same as in Glenumbra. But yeah, I only suggest really using this area. You can also use like public dungeons like Bone Snap Ruins, stuff like that. Just get a bunch of kills that way. It's 20 though, so it's a bit of a... You need a fair bit. And if another player... Because the way this works is class abilities, you have to get the last hit with a class skill. And if another player gets the kill, then it doesn't count for you. So you want to avoid going to places where other players can be, and public dungeons are usually where people go to do these. So I prefer doing instant stuff. So you could do Skull Reach if you want to do the 300 enemies at the same time, or you can just do Wayrest's one, which I think is just the best for any of these small grip enemy kills ones. So it's instance. So that means no matter what's going on outside, if someone else comes in here, if they're not in your group, they get a different instance or version of Wayrest's one. So even if they go through and clear the whole dungeon, it won't affect your version of the dungeon. So you can come in here, and no matter what's going on outside, there'll always be all these skivers in here that you can kill. Alright, so now, a couple of things to go through. You don't want to use proc sets at all if you can avoid it. You don't want to run Whirl of the Depths or like Arms of Reliquin or Venomous or Vulcan Scoria or any shit like that. Because if they get the kill, if they get the last hit, those like proc set damage types, it doesn't count as well. Especially when the weeklies come up. You've got Innate Axiom, which increases the weapon and spell damage of your class abilities, and then you've also got Claw of the Forest Wraith, which does the same thing but for critical chance. So both of these are crafted. They're relatively low traits, so they're easy to get your hands on. But if not, you can just go any of the sets that just affects your damage. You know, you've got things like Shattered Fate, that's really good. You've also got you got like Hundings, you got Order's Wrath, you got Law of Julianos, all this stuff. Yeah, all that stuff works. So just anything like that, just as long as it's not a proc set. I'll also put in the description what I suggest you use for class abilities for each class. Just basically get the most out of the kit to get this done as soon as possible. I think some classes are definitely better at this. I think Nightblades, Sorcerers, Templars are, yeah, probably those two are the best. Arcanists are pretty good too. But I mostly like Nightblade for this. But yeah, any class can do this just fine. The only one I really don't like is Warden, because they don't have a spammable skill that you can use that's AoE. So they can't just rack up tons of kills just spamming one ability over and over. They do have Scorch, which is okay, but you can't spam that over and over. So yeah, I struggle with Warden myself, but any other class is usually good. Alright, so I'm just going to equip a ton of class skills. So this is what I use on my Nightblade. So I'd use Twisting, Darkshade. I would run... I'll use this for my spammable. Do I have... if you can get it, use Lotus Fan, because that gives an AoE portion and applies minor vulnerability, which would be perfect, but I don't have that here, so I'm just going to not worry about that one. You want Power Extraction or Sap Essence, depending on if you're a Magicka or Stamina build, because that's your AoE spammable. It's just good. It's just good. And then just throw any other skills you got that you can use, so I'll just use Cripple as well. You want to prioritize AoE skills though, just keep that in mind, because these Skeevers are super fucking weak, so you can just AoE them down. It only takes a few skills anyway. Alright, so I'll just pull this group, Just careful with the crocodile down there. The crocodiles in here have a redonkulous amount of health. Alright, so just pull everything in, shade, and just go nuts. There's 21 Skeevers in total in this room. So you need to be quite precise with your class abilities. You basically don't use anything else. You can use an ultimate if you want to, for that, shall I say there. And then, because we've used our weapon, just put another charge another thing with that. And if you do want some soul gems, you do have a boss here that you can kill. This guy drops soul gems, so you could do that too, I suppose. But I assume most people have tons of soul gems lying around and could just do that super quick. Alright, any questions as always, just let me know. But yeah, pretty straightforward set, this one. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for your support as always. I'll see you next time, and take care.